Imagine seeing a rare creature so rare, it's believed to be born only once in 1,000 years. In this video, we're taking a journey through the captivating world of zoo animals that defy the odds with their remarkable rarity. From mythical-looking beings to unbelievable tales of survival, these are the 15 incredible and amazing zoo animals that are born only once in 1,000 years. Number 15. The croc buffalo. In a small Thai village, something bizarre happened. A buffalo gave birth to a calf that looked like nothing anyone had ever seen. While the mother looked completely normal, the calf's features were startling. It had the frame of a buffalo, but its skin was covered in reptile-like scales, and its head looked eerily like a crocodile's. Let's be clear, this wasn't some freak hybrid between a crocodile and a buffalo. That's biologically impossible. Experts believe the calf was likely born with a rare genetic mutation or developmental defect. Still, villagers were completely captivated. They believed this creature might bring them luck, since anything that rare must carry some sort of meaning. Its appearance sparked endless questions. Was it environmental? Genetic? A one-off mistake by nature? The calf didn't live long enough to offer answers, but its existence left a lasting impression. Sometimes nature delivers such bizarre surprises that even scientists are left guessing what truly caused them. Just look at it, we mean. Number 14. Octogoat, the eight-legged wonder. Well, this isn't some creepy lab experiment. It's a real goat born with a condition so strange, it left everyone stunned. Known as the octogoat, this animal was anything but ordinary. Along with 8 legs, it had both male and female reproductive organs, which immediately made veterinarians suspect a rare developmental defect. The most likely explanation? A partially absorbed twin that never fully separated. At first, locals didn't believe it. They literally had to call a neighbor to double-check what they were seeing. Sure enough, there it was. 8 legs and all. What shocked them even more was that the baby goat was alive. Despite its unusual anatomy, it managed to survive, at least for a short while. This wasn't just about strange appearances, it was a biological anomaly that forced people to question what nature is capable of. While it didn't live long, the octogoat left behind something unforgettable. The eerie reminder that evolution doesn't always follow a clean pattern, and sometimes it doubles down in bizarre ways. Number 13. The two-legged lamb. What happens when a lamb is born with only its 2 front legs? Unlike most animals that might struggle or perish with such a condition, this little lamb didn't give up. It flipped the odds completely. Born without hind legs, it could have easily been doomed, but instead, it shocked everyone. Just 1 day after it was born, it stood upright. Within a week, it had taught itself to walk using just its 2 front legs. For the lamb, this wasn't a loss. It never knew what it was missing. It simply lived as though this was normal. This condition, while rare, can occur in animals and humans. But what made this case remarkable was how quickly it adapted. It didn't hesitate, didn't falter. It simply walked. The farmer who raised the lamb admitted he was stunned by its strength. Interestingly, this wasn't something seen in previous births on the farm. No explanation was found, but its survival told a story that science didn't need to finish. Number 12. Double Dave. They called it Double Dave, and it wasn't just a nickname, it was literal. Found in New Jersey, this timber rattlesnake had 2 fully functional heads, each capable of independent movement and striking. Discovered by an environmentalist group during a routine field check, the snake immediately grabbed attention. 2-headed snakes have been documented before, but they're rarely this developed. In Double Dave's case, both heads responded to stimuli and functioned normally, though coordination was far from perfect. Survival in the wild? Nearly impossible. Coordination between the heads is erratic, and disagreements during feeding or movement often cause conflict. Most two-headed reptiles don't make it past a few weeks, but Dave survived longer than expected. The condition is caused by incomplete embryonic splitting. While his time on Earth was short, Dave left behind a story that still circulates among herpetologists. A living example of what happens when nature presses copy-paste and doesn't fully commit. Number 11. Deuce the dog. Imagine waking up and suddenly being unable to walk. For most, that would be unimaginable, but for animals, it happens far too often. Deuce, a dog from Kentucky, faced this exact issue. He was found abandoned in a ditch, his two left legs severely infected. The injuries were so bad, amputation was the only choice. In most cases, that's the end of the story. But not for Deuce. After surgery, he had just one front and one back leg, both on the right side. His balance was completely off. Still, he fought through it. That's when Dominic Scudera, an animal lover with experience caring for special needs dogs, stepped in and gave Deuce a second chance. Slowly, Deuce learned to walk again. Today, he and his two-legged canine siblings work as therapy dogs, visiting children and spreading hope. Losing his legs didn't stop him. It only made his story stronger. Deuce didn't just survive, he turned his struggle into something powerful. Number 10. The one-eyed shark. A fisherman off Mexico's coast pulled up a catch so strange it instantly lit up the internet. An albino shark with just one eye. It looked like something from a horror film, and many online claimed it was fake. But the fisherman didn't back down. He kept the shark and posted several photos over time to prove it was real. As the story spread, marine biologists stepped in. After examining the shark, scientists confirmed its authenticity. It wasn't a new species, but a baby shark born with a rare condition called cyclopia. It likely developed in the womb due to a mutation, resulting in one eye placed at the center of its head. Only a few such cases have ever been documented, and this wasn't the only one. A similar shark was later found in Indonesia inside a pregnant adult. These creatures are rare and short-lived, but they are very mysterious. Number 9. Hope, the albino turtle. Some animals are born different, but few as rare as this albino turtle. Named Hope, she wasn't just pale-skinned with soft pink hues. Her heart beat visibly outside her shell. Her condition, called ectopia cordis, is extremely rare in reptiles and often fatal. Most creatures born like this wouldn't survive a day. But Hope had something else, a determined will to live. Her story gained attention when Michael, a reptile enthusiast from New Jersey known as Aqua Mike, took her in. He provided round-the-clock care, ensuring her delicate body stayed safe from harm. A small bump, even a scratch, could have ended her life. Yet Hope continued to thrive. She wasn't supposed to make it, but she grew stronger. Her exposed heart didn't stop her from living. It became her symbol. Against all odds, she kept going. Hope is more than a rare turtle. She's a living testament to resilience, proving that survival doesn't always follow the same rules. Number 8. The two-headed bull shark. Well, no, this isn't a bull with two heads. Back in 2011, researchers examining the uterus of a bull shark caught in the Gulf of Mexico made a discovery that stunned marine biology circles. A shark fetus with two fully formed heads. This wasn't just a deformity. It was a result of dicey embryonic development where identical twins failed to separate fully in the womb, resulting in conjoined anatomy. Two heads, two hearts, two stomachs, all in one body. Scientists were astonished, and while the shark's condition was rare, it wasn't entirely unheard of. Still, such cases are few and far between. Later, similar specimens were found, but none had the same degree of development. Sadly, the two-headed shark likely wouldn't have survived long in the wild. Its conjoined structure made swimming and hunting impossible, but its existence opened up a window into how Mother Nature occasionally fuses life in ways we don't expect. Number 7. The pigeon-headed fish. A fisherman in China thought he was having an ordinary day on the water until he reeled in something that froze him in disbelief. The fish he caught had the unmistakable head shape of a pigeon. No, not feathers and beak, but its dome-shaped skull and beak-like mouth gave off an unmistakable avian appearance. Naturally, the image went viral, setting off wild theories. Some said it was a genetic hybrid. Others claimed pollution created a mutant. But marine experts stepped in and offered a simpler, stranger explanation. The fish had likely suffered a developmental deformity during growth, possibly triggered by abnormal cell formation in the skull. The result? A tilted mouth, swollen cranium, and an uncanny bird-like face. It wasn't supernatural or sci-fi, just nature taking a weird detour. Pollution or genetic mutation may have played a role, but no one could say for sure. What's certain is that this fish is not normal. Number 6. The Jeep. When it comes to animal hybrids, goats and sheep don't usually come to mind. Sure, they often graze side by side, but they're different species entirely. That's why the birth of a Geep, a goat-sheep hybrid, shocked everyone on a farm in Northern Ireland. The farmer, Mr. Murphy, said the birth caught him completely off guard. He'd never tried to breed the animals, and in all his years of farming he'd never seen anything like it. The Geep looked like a goat in shape, but had the soft, woolly coat of a sheep. It was strong, active, and healthy, a total anomaly. Though goats and sheep are somewhat similar in appearance, they rarely interbreed successfully. So when a Geep is born, it's a genetic accident, one that rarely survives. But this one did. It didn't just live, it thrived. For farmers who've seen it all, this animal still managed to break every expectation. Proof that even in the most familiar places, nature can still pull off the unexpected. Number 5. A snake with legs. Snakes are among the most easily recognized creatures on Earth, sleek, limbless, and built for fluid, sinuous movement through forests, up trees, or across water. And let's be honest, some are large enough to swallow their prey whole. But what if we told you that snakes didn't always look like this? It might sound absurd, but fossil records tell a different story. Ancient snake remains have been found with small hind limbs, suggesting that early snakes weren't completely limbless. For nearly 70 million years of evolution, many of them had legs. Over time, those limbs faded away as their movement evolved. Some scientists believe those limbs were once used for burrowing underground, while others argue they were simply leftovers from distant lizard-like ancestors. This discovery challenges everything we assume about snake anatomy. Evolution is constant, and the animals we see today are just a brief chapter in a much longer timeline. Number 4. Stumpy the duck. This duck shocked its owner, Nick Janeway, the moment it hatched. Unlike the rest of the ducklings on the farm, Stumpy wasn't waddling on 2 legs. He had 4. Nick couldn't believe what he was seeing. At first, they weren't even sure if Stumpy would make it. The extra legs raised questions about gender, health, and survivability. But against every expectation, Stumpy survived. With the right care, he adapted quickly and started growing just like the others. His extra limbs didn't hold him back. They made him unique. Over time, Stumpy became a bit of a farm celebrity. Visitors came to see the 4-legged duck that defied odds. Despite looking different, he acted just like every other duck, happy, social, and full of energy. And while most animals with physical deformities don't get far, Stumpy proved that a little luck and a lot of heart go a long way. Number 3. The golden seahorse. This creature looks like something out of a fantasy game, but it's real and it glows. Known as the golden seahorse, it wasn't born from natural selection, but rather genetic engineering. Scientists at Vietnam National University's College of Science made these luminous seahorses using a method that combined jellyfish DNA and gold nanoparticles. The jellyfish gene triggered the glowing effect, while the gold enhanced its shimmer. The result? a glowing golden seahorse that captivates on sight. But while the science behind it is impressive, the motivation wasn't research or conservation. It was profit. These engineered animals are bred and sold as exotic pets to wealthy collectors. The ethics of it? That's where things get messy. Manipulating life for aesthetics blurs the line between scientific progress and exploitation. At what point does creating something beautiful become irresponsible? While the golden seahorse may dazzle, it also forces us to question the cost of beauty, especially when nature is altered for commercial gain. Number 2. The double-headed piglet. In a remote village in the Philippines, locals witnessed something they'll never forget. A newborn piglet with 2 heads, 2 snouts, and 3 eyes. It wasn't a trick or camera glitch. It was real. The piglet, despite its strange appearance, was very much alive. What shocked villagers even more was that both snouts moved independently. Everything about this creature challenged what they thought was possible. Instead of fearing it, the locals showed kindness, separating it from the rest of the litter to protect it from harm and unwanted attention. Experts believe this condition was likely the result of a developmental defect, where twin embryos didn't completely divide. Such mutations are exceedingly rare, and survival past birth is even rarer. Yet this piglet not only survived, it functioned. Its story is unsettling, but it's also a reminder of nature's unpredictable turns. For those who saw it, the memory of that 2-headed, 3-eyed piglet will never fade. Number 1. Wholphin. This is a cross between a bottlenose dolphin and a false killer whale. While it may sound like a strange pairing, there's a clear reason for it. These 2 marine species share the same territories, and during the breeding season, they often form mixed pods, swimming in large groups. This overlap creates just enough opportunity for them to interbreed, producing something completely unexpected. While the wholphin has sparked curiosity for years, actual sightings in the wild remain unverified. Some claim to have seen them in open waters, but no solid proof has ever surfaced. The only confirmed wholphin exist in places like Sea Life Park in Honolulu, Hawaii, where a few have been born and studied. This rare hybrid displays a mix of traits, dolphin intelligence and agility, combined with the strength and social behavior of false killer whales. Whether they'd survive naturally is still unknown, but they remain one of the most fascinating marine anomalies ever recorded. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon. We'll see you soon. We'll see you soon.